Today we're going to be taking a look at the Batman and Robin Batmobile made by Hot Wheels. And overall, I do like the design of this car. I especially like that printed silver Batman logo found on the front there. And as we make our way around to the side of the car, you can also see some silver printing on the sides as well. There's also a couple of gaps on the side of the car so you can see the inner workings through the side. And as we make our way around to the back of the car, you can also see those two winged pieces at the back, which I personally am a big fan of. I think they look really great, and as we make our way to the other side of the car, it's pretty much the same as the side we took a look at before. Looking at the car from a top-down perspective, we can see that there is some rigid texture on the hood of the vehicle. I also like the silver lining that surrounds the driver's seat. I think that looks really good too. And of course, there's a little bit of detail for the steering wheel and driver's seat as well. And overall, like I said, I do like the design of this vehicle, and I'm going to be giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for future Hot Wheels reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hot Wheels car 49 Drag Merc. And overall, I do feel like this car has a relatively strong design. I also like the fact that it's made out of all stainless steel. It gives it a really shiny and new look. The car does have some pretty good black and red flame printing all around the side of the vehicle. As we make our way around to the back of the vehicle, there's not really a whole lot of detail to be seen here. But again, having this vehicle made out of all stainless steel, I feel like does make it a little bit more interesting to look at. As we make our way around to the other side of the car, you can see the exact same printing on this side as well. I also like the small printing there on the fin of the car. I think that's a good use of printed space. Taking a look at the vehicle from a top-down perspective, you can see that there is no printed detail on the top of this car. But it does give us a little bit of a better look at the engine detail, which I think looks pretty great. While the 49 Drag Merc is lacking a little bit of detail on the top of the car, I do like its overall design, and I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to see what car I review tomorrow. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hot Wheels character car based off of He-Man from Masters of the Universe. And overall, I don't dislike the look and design of this vehicle, but it does look a little awkward the more you look at it. For example, if you look at the top of the car, you can see a little bit of rigid detail to represent He-Man's hair, which does look a little weird. I do like the sword printing found on both sides of the car. I think that looks really cool. And if you look towards the bottom of the car that is brown, you can see some more of that rigid detail meant to represent the waist piece of He-Man. Strangely enough, the rigid detail here doesn't bother me as much as it does on the top of the car. Taking a look at the vehicle from a top-down perspective, you can see some detail on the hood that is meant to represent the chest plate of He-Man. I think this is a really cool addition to the car, and I think it's implemented well. While the car does have a couple of interesting design choices, I don't dislike its overall look, and I'm going to be giving it 3 out of 5 stars. Let me know what you would rate this car in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe to see what Hot Wheels I review tomorrow. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Hot Wheels character car based on Anakin Skywalker from his appearance in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I think this vehicle has an okay design. As we make our way to the side of the vehicle, you can see it has some printing that is heavily inspired by Anakin's pod racer in Episode 1. A detail that I do appreciate is when we make our way to the back of the car, the thrusters on the back of the vehicle highly represent the engines found on Anakin's pod racer, which is a nice detail. As we make our way around to the other side of the vehicle, you can find that exact same printed detail on this side as well. Taking a look at the vehicle from a top-down perspective does show some good printed detail on top of the vehicle. The roof and windshield of the car are inspired by Anakin's pod racer helmet. And while I do get this design choice, to me it really does look like they just slapped the helmet on top of a go-kart-like vehicle. That's just my personal opinion, however, and I'm sure there's people out there that highly enjoy this design choice. While this may not be my favorite car in my collection, it is by far my least favorite, and for that, I'm going to be giving it 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to see what Hot Wheels I reviewed tomorrow. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hot Wheels car called Solar Reflex. This vehicle was released in 2023 to help celebrate Earth Day. I do like the blue that they used for the car as well as the mixture of green. It gives it a very basic and Earth-like design in my opinion. You can see some good printed detail on the side of the car, and I love the green coloration on the rims as well. There's not really a whole lot of detail to be seen on the back of the car, but overall I do feel like this car has a very sleek and eco-friendly design. From a top-down perspective, we get a good look at the solar panel that is on top of the car, and it may be a little hard to see, but there's actually 2 different colors running throughout the solar panel. If you look closely, you can see a little bit of green, which I think looks great to the car's overall design. I think this car has a really cool and creative looking design that is perfect to help our environment. And for that reason, I'm going to be giving this car 4 out of 5 stars. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to see what Hot Wheels I review tomorrow. Today we're going to be looking at a Hot Wheels car that is based off Miles Morales from the Spider-Man universe. And I do like the look and design of this car. I think the black and red go together very well. I do find the blue to be a rather interesting color choice because Miles Morales is typically seen wearing only black and red. But the blue that is there does look good, and it helps break up the overall color consistency of the vehicle. Taking a look at the car from a top-down perspective, you can see some really nice printed detail, and the windshield of this car is meant to represent Miles' mask. On the hood of the car, there's this really nice printed spider, and if you look towards the back of the car, you're going to see another spider print, which I think is a little bit of overkill in my opinion. While not perfect, I do feel like this car does a fairly good job capturing the overall look and design of the character that it's inspired from, and for that reason, I'm going to be giving this car 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for daily Hot Wheels reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the car called King Cuda made by Hot Wheels. And I do like the overall coloration of this car. It's primarily red, and I do like the inclusion of having the front, back, and rims of the car be gold. I think they complement each other well, and if we take a look at the printed detail on the side of the vehicle, you can see that it represents the Queen of Hearts. And as we make our way around to the back of the car, you can also see some more of that gold detail, which again, I think looks really great. And one thing I do appreciate about this car is if we take a look at the printed detail on this side of the vehicle, it represents the King of Hearts. And I think it's a really cool detail to include both of them in the vehicle's design. Taking a look at the top of the car, you see some good printed detail meant to represent the ace in the deck of cards. We also get a better look at that gold engine, which again, I think looks absolutely awesome and complements the design of the car well. If we take a look at some of the detail found towards the very back of the car, there is a small print meant to represent the Joker and the deck of cards. I do like the overall color and design of this car. It also has a lot of really cool printed detail, and so for that reason, I'm going to be giving this car 5 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to see what Hot Wheels I review tomorrow. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Wheels car called Brick and Delivery. And this vehicle really doesn't have a lot of detail to it, but I am going to be a little biased because I'm a huge fan of Mega Construx and Lego. And when I saw that this was an actual vehicle being produced by Hot Wheels, I had to pick it up. On both sides of the vehicle, you're going to find a rather good looking print that says Brick and Delivery. The bottom half of the vehicle is completely yellow, but I do like the inclusion of making the wheels blue because it complements the top half of the vehicle. The windshield of the vehicle is also orange, which I think complements the overall color and design of the car. Taking a look at the vehicle from a top-down perspective, there is no printed detail, but you are going to find a good variety of studs that you can attach more bricks to or even minifigures. While this car may not have a lot in terms of printed detail and overall design, I am a sucker for all things brick built, so I'm going to be giving this vehicle 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to see what Hot Wheels I review tomorrow. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Wheels car called the Custom Cadillac Fleetwood. And this car has a pretty nice design with it primarily being green and black. I do like the overall body design for the car as well. It kind of gives it more of a vintage classic look. Taking a look at the side of the car, you can see the two colors of the vehicle are divided nicely throughout, and I do like the curvature found at the back of the vehicle. It rounds it off very nicely. Overall, I think this car has a rather strong design and color palette. Taking a look at the vehicle from a top-down perspective, you can see some white stripes running right through the middle of the vehicle. I think this not only looks good with the green color found on the car, but also complements the white rim design of the vehicle as well. Overall, I don't really have anything negative to say about this vehicle, and for that reason, I'm going to be giving it 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to see what Hot Wheels I review tomorrow. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Wheels car called Second Wind. This car was released to help celebrate 25 years of SpongeBob and has a rather interesting SpongeBob-inspired paint job. On both sides of the vehicle, you're going to find a rather colorful print that has various SpongeBob characters on it, and it says Rainbow. You can also see that the tire and rims of this vehicle are in a teal color. I'm not really the biggest fan of this design choice, and I don't really think it fits the overall design of the car too well, but the overall body design for the vehicle is rather solid. Taking a look at the vehicle from a top-down perspective, you can see a rather good-looking SpongeBob print on the hood of the car. SpongeBob is making a rainbow with his hands to show off his imagination, which is a pretty classic scene from the show. The windshield for the car is pink, and I do like that color choice, and I think it fits the color palette of the car well. And on the back of the car, we're going to see another print that says Rainbow and a small 25th anniversary SpongeBob logo that is very small. And overall, I feel like this is an okay car design, and personally, I'm not overly impressed with it. And for that reason, I'm going to be giving this vehicle 3 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to see what Hot Wheels I review tomorrow.